really listen to the feedback now. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack now. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by...
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
At the first carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. gun. Eckler running it. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ball carrier, Jaquaski Tart on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, 49ers nothing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. A handoff, it's Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Eckler. On first down, they go option to the right. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And now he'll tuck, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
Garoppolo.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 69 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Goodwin.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 25-yard line. A big play there on the option, and even 50 yards on the ground. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
3-yard line.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, this from 34. Badgley's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 29 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
The point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Complete to Marquise Goodwin. It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
7 at the 41.
Open man is Denzel Mims. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle as time expires in the first half. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Kevin Coleman.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Kevin Coleman, the ball.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Mostert. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to the running game with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete, Okwuegbunam. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 54 yards away. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
That's good.
23 yards on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3-yard line.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
4th down and less than a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 4, it's second and a couple. A design run here for Ayuk. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Gold on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
For Denzel.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. But now it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's now fourth down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Here we go.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Won't you get down?